Today, the Afrika Korps forces will be led by a veteran second lieutenant with bodyguard, followed by a regular section of here infantry with an NCO with submachine gun, and then they have an MG34 with loader. And then we're going to round out the forces with a light machine gun MG34 team. And that is 198 points of Afrika Korps. The 8th Army will be led by a veteran second lieutenant and bodyguard, supported by a regular infantry section. The NCO has a submachine gun, and there is a Bren light machine gun and loader on this team. And then finally supported by a medium machine gun team. And that is 198 points of 8th Army. So it's been a while. I haven't played any Bolt Action on the channel for quite some time. I will be solo today, and because of that, I decided let's do Firefight. It's been a long while since I've done Firefight on the channel. I think last May, in fact, was the only time we actually played Firefight. Today we're doing kind of a North Africa setting here. We got the 8th Army facing off against the Afrika Korps. This is Firefight, so the rules are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a brief overview of Firefight so that you guys are reminded of what the modified rules are. But other than that, it'll play just like regular Bolt Action, just on a smaller scale. So this is the table, kind of like a crossroad somewhere in North Africa. I guess scenario-wise, we'll say that the British, the 8th Army, and the Afrika Korps have a meeting engagement where they're trying to take control of this crossroad. So, okay, that's my table for today. 8th Army, Afrika Korps. I'm going to go over some of the main rules, differences in Firefight, and then after that, we're going to get started. So here is a quick overview of Firefight. So in Firefight, this is a skirmish version of Bolt Action. Actually, I have a video, an overview, a longer one, link up above, but really, force selection is a little bit modified. They tell you to start at 200 points. 200 points is probably going to be the average point total for a game like this. So in this, you can't have higher ranking officers like captains, majors. You can't have artillery. You can't have armored vehicles of armor value 7 or better, because obviously this is a small engagement skirmish type game that plays with the Bolt Action rules. Another important note is that units and order dice, each unit is actually each individual figure on your Bolt Action force. So your officer, your infantrymen, even your weapons teams will be separated into each having an order die assigned to them. So for example, a medium machine gun or light machine gun team, there will be 3 order die allocated to that particular team. And we're going to talk about weapon teams in a brief moment. But just know that each action will be taken by one individual figure on your force. However, you can group your orders by using either your officer or your NCO, so that'll make it go just a little bit faster, especially if you are positioning them on the board. There are no Army special rules. This is kind of like a slimmed down version of Bolt Action. And because each individual figure is a unit in Firefight, they all get the small team rule, so that's -1 to hit. So weapons teams are different here in Firefight. Each individual figure obviously will be a unit on its own. Because weapons teams are usually 3 or 4 people, there are specific roles assigned to those folks. One will be the person that fires a weapon. Then you can take one crew member and have it be the loader. If you do not have a loader on your weapons team, let's say your weapons team gets down to one unit or one figure, then you'll get a -1 to hit. Obviously, the unit or infantry person that is carrying the weapon, if that person gets killed, one of the other crew members will be allocated to be the one that carries and fires a weapon. So just a little bit different than your normal crewed weapons in Bolt Action. So HE, high explosive, usually causes a variable amount of damage. Because this is a skirmish game, all that damage is reduced to 1. And then pinning and morale is pretty much the same as regular Bolt Action, only that it's applied to each individual figure. So another thing of note is the breakpoint. If you lose half of your forces in Firefight, the next time you suffer a loss, you'll have to take a break test. And again, this is the same as how morale is rolled for in regular bolt action. And that's pretty much it. Those are the major differences between Firefight and regular bolt action. Again, you're going to be playing each individual figure as a unit, although you can group orders as long as you have an NCO or an officer nearby. So, all right, so I'm going to get started. We're going to see who gets to go first in this battle of the Afrika Korps versus the 8th Army. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so I can't find my bolt action dice bag. I'm going to have to use this mug here. We have the gray color, the gray order dice are for the Germans obviously, and then I have green and brown. I didn't have enough of either color, and that'll be represented by the 8th Army. So I'm going to reach into the cup here and we'll see who's going to go first. So let me jiggle it a little bit here, and then I'm going to mix it, and we're going to pull out a die, and it is German. Alright guys, so the first action, I actually elected to have my second lieutenant run up. Because I wanted to keep his bodyguard with him, I did pull out a second order die so that he could follow, because again, each individual figure is a unit in this game. So every time you do group movement or something like that, you have to take out all the appropriate number of order die, and then you can complete your action. So again, I ran them from the edge of the table to here, and we're going to move on to the next order die. So I'm just going to move this a little bit so that we can see what's going on. And let me jiggle that a bit, and reach in, and it is 8th Army. All right guys, so the 8th Army moved their weapons team up. Again, 3 individuals had to take 3 order dice out, and I ran them 12 inches to there. They're going to be staying right there. It's actually a good firing position. And now we're going to move on to the next order die. So let me get into my cup here. We'll mix it up and reach in. And it is 8th Army. All right, so I had the officer and his bodyguard run up to there. Now we're going to move on to the next order. Let me just move my camera. Shake that up. And it is a German die. All right, so on the next German order, I ran my weapons team up to here. And I think they might actually have good position to see next turn if anybody comes up that way. I'm assuming at the next turn that the officer and his bodyguard will actually be under cover. But anybody who comes up that way have a good line of fire there. So we are going to pick the next order. And it is 8th Army. All right, so last order for the 8th Army, I decided to use the NCO to do group move. I ran that squad 12 inches to there. And that means that the only dice left in the cup will be the Germans. So I'm going to figure out what to do there, and we'll be right back. All right, last 5 orders for turn 1 German side. I decided to run my LMG, my MG34 team from this squad up to this rocky outcropping here. I actually have nice line of sight. And then I boldly had my NCO order the rest of that team to move up the road here. We actually just ran them, so they're wide open to any counterfire in the next turn. This is the positioning of the board at the end of turn 1. We're going to go on to turn 2. All right, top of turn 2, it was all about positioning and getting folks onto the board. I'm going to go to the dice cup here and see who gets to go first. And it is 8th Army. All right, guys, so I had this lone infantryman decide that he's going to be brave and try to shoot at, let's say, one of the riflemen over there. It is less than 24 inches. The Germans have not decided to go down or anything like that. So now I need a roll. Again, because I am targeting a small target, I get -1 to hit, so I'll need a 4 up. And that is a miss with a 2. So now we're going to go ahead and pick the next order. And it is 8th Army. So, all right, next 8th Army order. I advanced this rifleman. He's going to do the same thing, targeting one of the riflemen on the German side. I'm going to need a 4-up. And I get it. All right, so that hit resulted in a pin on that rifleman there. Now I need a 4-up to see if I can kill him. And no, I don't. So he just has a pin. I'm going to go on to the next order here. Shake it up. And it is 8th Army again. All right, guys, the next order, I'm going to have the light machine gun in the infantry squad fire way down there at the NCO. And we're going to see if we can get him to get killed. Obviously, with the loader, I ended up having to pull that order out. So that's one less 8th Army order. I have 4 die. And again, -1 to hit, so I need a 4-up. All right, so that was 2 hits in there. I will need a, let's see. So that NCO is actually a regular 2nd lieutenant, so I will need a, let's see, that would be a 4-up. And that's a miss. So also, the NCO has a pin. Or I'm sorry, not the NCO, the 2nd lieutenant has a pin. So, all right, on to the next order. It is finally a German order. All right, guys, so I've elected to have the light machine gun team fire at the, let's see if you guys can see it, the bodyguard that is over there. There's actually nothing obstructing the view of the machine gun team. So I will need to roll a 4-up. Let me just move the camera here. So 4-up. And wow, all 4 hits in there. So obviously that guy's going to have a pin marker. And because he's veteran, I'll need to roll a 5-up. So and I get 1. So that guy is dead. That is first blood. Actually, not a bad start for the German side. So we're going to pick the next order. And it is 8th Army. All right, so the order for 8th Army actually decided to run my 2nd lieutenant here to behind hard cover. He can still have a good view, but at least now he benefits from cover. So we're going to go to the next order. And German. All right, so I've elected to have this rifleman fire at the rifleman over there. So I need a 4-up. And I actually got a 5, so that's a pin. Just put it on him right there. And then I need a, because it's regular, I need a 4-up. And I get it, so we get another kill. All right, Afrika Korps is not doing too bad. We already got 2 kills on the board. So we're going to go to the next order die. 8th Army. Let's see if the 8th Army can do better. All right, so I've elected to have the medium machine gun team fire at the light machine gun team back there. So I need 5 shots here, but we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to roll it. We need a 4-up, I believe. Oh, wow. So we got 3 hits in. If you guys can see that on screen right there. So let me see. All right, so I need 5-up. And wow. So that's actually 3 hits in, completely wiping out that LMG team, which is unfortunate for the German side. So 8th Army got a little bit of revenge. So let's go ahead and pick out an order. And it is German. All right, so I've elected to have my MG34 guys here because they're a team. I took out a 2nd order die right there. They're going to actually shoot downrange to the medium machine gun team. I do need a 4-up on this, and they are within range. So, all right, we got 2 6s there. So we'll put a pin on the medium machine gun team right there. And now I'm going to need to hit on a, I believe they're regular. So the regular I need to hit on a 4-up. I need to kill them on a 4-up. Alright, so here we go. And that's 2-5. So 2 of the crew members on that medium machine gun team have been wiped out. Alright, back to the dice cup. See what we have left. It is Germans. Alright, just real quick, I'm going to do a rally on this guy right here. So that's D6 plus 1 to remove the pin. And I got 3, so obviously that gets removed. Back to the dice cup. And that's another German die. Alright, decided to rally the second lieutenant. It's going to be easy. That's a 4. So that pin's gone. Back to the dice cup. We're winding down on turn 2 here. It is another German die. Alright, on that order, I decided to run the NCO here. He's feeling brave because he actually wants to try to get that rifleman right there next turn if he survives. So onto the dice cup. We're down to the last couple, and it is German. Alright, so I decided to have this bodyguard for the second lieutenant run up to the wall there, because that's pretty much the only thing I could do. I couldn't advance, and he has a submachine gun, so I couldn't shoot. And now we are moving to the final order, which should be 8th Army. And that's true. Alright, so something that I forgot to do was add another -1 for advancing. So moving forward in this game, I will be recording that. In any case, I advanced the NCO from the infantry section into range against the NCO from the here infantry section. I'm going to go ahead and fire my 2 shots. So I actually need a 5-up at this point because -1 for small team or small target, and then -1 for firing on the move. So at this point I'm going to need a 5-up. Wow! And I get both of them, so that's a pin on the NCO over here. And now I need to roll to see what if we can kill him. Alright, because that here infantry section is veteran, the NCO is veteran, that means I need a 5-up to kill him. Yep, and he's gone, so goodbye. Alright, that was bloody. Bottom of turn 2. There was a lot of shooting going on, a couple pins. Actually, I need to remove this pin. But each side has lost 4 order die. We're going to go ahead and move to turn 3. Alright, top of turn 3. It was pretty bloody. We lost a medium or a light machine gun team and an NCO on the German side. We lost 2 riflemen and 2 of the medium machine gun crew. Unfortunately, I can't remove them from the base because I glued them. And also leaving a pin on the medium machine gun. So the medium machine gun for the 8th Army is actually going to be at a distinct disadvantage because there's only 1 crew member left. That means -1 to firing. And obviously there's a pin as well. So we'll need to address that. But anyway, first order of turn 3. It is German. Alright, so I've decided to have the MG34 guys here try to press their advantage and knock out that medium machine gun team. There's only 1 guy left. I get 4 shots at -1, so I'll need a 4-up. And yeah, I got 3 of them in there, so that results in a pin for another pin for the LMG or medium machine gun team right there. And then I just need to get a 4-up, I believe. Yeah, 4-up because it's regular. So need a 4-up. And yep, I get 2 hits in. So that is a destroyed medium machine gun team on the 8th Army side. All right, this is starting to look pretty dire on the 8th Army side. Time to pick another order. Mix it up. See if we can get an 8th Army one in here. Nope, it is German. Alright, so I've elected to have this rifleman shoot at this rifleman here. I am within range, so all I really need is a 4-up, and that is a miss. So, oh well. On to the next order. We have 8th Army. Alright, 8th Army order, I decided to have the NCO run from here to behind hard cover. We're going to move on to the next order. We have German. Alright, so I've elected to have this rifleman fire against the British 8th Army rifleman. I need a 4-up. And I get it. So that's a pin marker for this guy. He's regular, so I need a 4-up. And I got it. So that's a 5. And this guy's been taken out. 8th Army is being hard pressed. Hopefully we can get an 8th Army die out next and see if we can do some damage. So I'm going to stick this up here. And we have another German die. So I just ended up running the 2nd Lieutenant to behind the wall there. We're going to move on to the next order. There's not many left in here. It is 8th Army. Alright, I've elected to have the Bren gun shoot at the bodyguard there. 4 shots here. And I got 2 of them in, so that results in a pin on this guy right there. And then he is a regular, so I need a 4-up. And I got it, so that was a win on combat for the 8th Army. Alright, that is the bottom of turn 3, another bloody fight. We did end up killing the entire MMG team. That raises the lost order die to 6 on the 8th Army side. We lost the bodyguard there, and that brings it to 5. So currently the Germans are winning. We're going to go to the top of turn 4. Alright guys, top of turn 4. All the order dice are back in the cup, so time to choose. And it is German. Wow, okay. Alright, so I've elected to have this rifleman advance. He's going to take fire, or he's going to shoot at the LMG team, the Bren team over there. So again, small team, and then fire when moving brings it up to 5. I get 1 shot, so I need a 5-up. And I do not get it. So back to the order cup. It is another German die. Alright, I'm doing the same thing with this rifleman to the Bren team there. I need a 5-up. That's cock die. And no, that's also a miss. So luck may be turning for the 8th Army. We're going to go to the next order. It is another German die. So, alright, so I just elected to have the 2nd Lieutenant run behind these guys here. We're going to move on to the next die. Hopefully 8th Army, if we're lucky. And it is. Alright, I've elected to have the 2nd Lieutenant, 8th Army side advance. He's going to shoot at this rifleman here. He gets 2 shots because he has a submachine gun. And we need a 5-up. And no, that was a miss. Alright, that was an unfortunate failure on that 2nd Lieutenant's side. We're going to move on to the next order die. And it is German. Alright, so I've elected to pull the last order die for the Germans for the loader here. So we're going to actually have them shoot at the Bren machine gun team there. Actually, I'm just going to aim at the loader because I can't kill both of them. So that's 4 shots. I need a 5-up. And I got 3 of them, so that's a pin on that team there. If you guys can actually see that on camera. Nope, probably not. Okay, so got the 3 shots in. They are regular, so I need 4-up. I got it. So the loader has been killed. And then that's 1 less order die on the 8th Army side, so I'll have to remove that. Wow, 8th Army is getting worked. Okay, on to the next order die. Actually, they're just 8th Army, so I'm going to figure out my next move. Alright, so the Bren gun guy is actually going to shoot one of the riflemen over there. It gets 4 shots on a 4 up. Actually on a 5 up because it doesn't have a loader anymore, so I need a 5 up. And I get 1, so obviously that's going to be a pin on that guy right there. So I need a, it's veteran, so I need 5 up. And I don't get it, so that pin stays on there. It's kind of a bummer, but we're going to move on to the last 8th Army order die. Alright, so there weren't a lot of options for this NCO here, so I actually had him run from the wall over here to this wall. Not really a lot of cover. And the way that everybody is placed here is actually going to be quite difficult for the 8th Army to pull out anything. I do have the 2nd Lieutenant out in the open, which is not good. I was hoping he was going to kill one of those guys over there. But we'll see what happens. So we are going to go to the top of turn 5. Alright, top of turn 5. Not looking very good for 8th Army. They've been whittled down to 3, so they only have 3 orders. I do have, 5 orders left on the Afrika Korps side, so they have a distinct advantage. Alright, so here we go. Going to be the first order of turn 5. Hopefully it's 8th Army. And it is. Alright, I'm actually glad that 8th Army pulled out the first order. I do have the 2nd Lieutenant here, who's a veteran, and then the NCO here from the infantry section. Both have submachine guns, so I can actually get a couple shots down range, and hopefully that will even the score. So, because he's veteran, I'm going to have the 2nd Lieutenant go first. Alright, so I advanced the 2nd Lieutenant here. He's within range of the rifleman there. I'm actually going to target the rifleman furthest, because the other one has a pin, so there's already a disadvantage there. So we need 5 up, because firing on the move and small target. So that is a little disappointing. That's not good. Alright, we had to try. So we're going to go to the next order. And it is German, so this is bad news, okay? Alright, so I'm going to have this rifleman fire into the 2nd Lieutenant here. Need a 4 up. I got it. So that's a pin. And because he's veteran, I need a 5 up. It's not a good day for the 8th Army. So their leader is gone. That leaves the NCO in charge of the last 2 guys on the board. So I'm of the mind to cut this short, but really I think we're going to duke it out because there's really not a lot left here. So we're going to go on to the next order. And it is German. So I have a soft heart for the 8th Army. I'm going to choose to have this guy rally instead of firing. So obviously he's going to get that pin marker out. And we're going to go on to the next order. Hopefully it is 8th Army. No, it is German. Alright, I've elected to have the MG34 team fire at the lone Bren guy. Again, this is going to be a 4 up. Yeah, it's going to be a 4 up. I have no illusions that the Bren machine gunner is going to survive this volley, but you never know. So I need a 4 up. Oh, he survives! Check that out. If you guys can see that. Yep, you can. Wow, that's good news. So we're going to move on to the next order. Not a lot left in here, guys. So, alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, Bren gunner. I'm going to shoot down range to rifleman there. I get 4 shots. Need a 4 up. I got it. So that's a pin. 3 of them were successful, so I doubt that rifleman's going to survive. So that's a 5 up because they're veteran. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Sucks for the 8th Army. So, all right. We only have 2 orders left, so we'll see what happens here. I think at this point, at the end of this turn, we're just going to call the game. And it is 8th Army. All right, so the rifleman, or I'm sorry, the NCO advanced, and he gets 2 shot at 5 up because of veteran and firing on the move. It's actually, it's 6 up. Some of my math is wrong here, guys, so if you do pick up on that, you can let me know below, but I do believe I missed some. So, that sucks. 6 up. Nope, that was the last shot for glory. And we are down to the final order, which is obviously German. But my officer, my second lieutenant on the German side, has a pistol. You know what? We're just going to give it a shot here. Literally give it a shot. We're going to advance, if I can find the order here. And he's going to move up calmly with his pistol drawn and take aim at the NCO. So let's just make sure. Right there. Okay, here we go. So pistol is assault, so I think I only have to roll 5 up. Actually, you know what, guys? Let me walk some of this back, and I'll explain why. All right, so I kind of walked this back. I'm going to leave that German order there. I'm going to talk about why. I forgot, submachine gun is assault, so I did end up getting at least 1 hit on that, and then one kill. So actually, one of those riflemen are gone. I'm just going to pull this guy. And then we're going to go back to our regular action. So, again, in advance. So, yeah, I'm going to make mistakes, guys. It's been a little while since I've actually played Bolt Action, let alone playing Firefight, which is specialized Bolt Action. Assault. So all I need is a 4 up. And that's it. I missed. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it here at turn 5. This is the board. We have the Bren Gunner, the NCO from the regular infantry section. We have the officer right there, 1 rifleman, and the machine gun team. If we do continue, I'm assuming that the Germans would win. So at this point, we're just going to call it a German win. So just to talk about the game here, there are a few things that I missed. Again, playing by myself, so it's a little tougher to film and play. And again, I haven't played Bolt Action in about 6 months. However, had a lot of fun playing specialized Bolt Action Firefight. If this is something that you guys are interested in terms of skirmish gameplay but using Bolt Action, this is definitely the way to go. I'm going to link the rules down below, as well as one of the D-Day scenarios that they listed a couple years ago on the website. Things I missed. Things that were devastating first, machine guns, especially the German ones, MG34 machine gun team, and then the MG34 light machine gun guys from the infantry section. That's actually my all-star. They knocked out quite a bit. One thing that I did miss, because they're German, they should have had, they actually have the Hitler's Buzzsaw roll, and I didn't take that into account. And then obviously I missed a couple rolls because of math, because I'm not good at math. Also the assault roll. But I walked that back, and I don't know if I missed it even more during the game. So obviously something that I'm going to improve for the next game, and hopefully have some corrections made. But I hope that you guys enjoyed Bolt Action Firefight, Afrika Korps versus 8th Army. I'm actually going to continue on with a small tank war game based on who won this particular firefight, because we are doing kind of this capture the crossroads, and now we're going to bring in some tanks to get some tank war action. Hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It is Bolt Action. It's a lot of fun, and even though I played solo today, I think it went well. So if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new Bolt Action battle reports coming out of the channel, and then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That is the best way I can personally interact with you and chit-chat you about Bolt Action and any other game that we cover on the channel. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Bolt Action battle reports from Wargaming Noob Historical.